Oh. So what is Rachel doing there?
We're in Fort Wayne, Indiana tonight playing a show, and the wives and girlfriends came to see us before we head out west.
Oh, that is so adorable. Makes a fellow want to vomit. So, like, okay, so I just have to say a weird thing is happening right now for Span. I miss talking to you, and it's weird now. We're such in the habit of having such a good time. Like, I just want to call you and chat, but I'm like, well, this could be a podcast. So I feel like I'm getting a little like hemmed up a little bit, trying to figure out how to make it work, you know?
No, yeah. Well, this will be a lot easier now because I'm not at work anymore. So now I don't start my new job until the 25th. So now I'll be back from tour.
The 25th? Oh my God, you must be excited as hell.
Yeah, I don't have to do anything. I just bought a new laptop. I turned my old laptop in, bought myself my own laptop, a really nice one. So
I cannot believe you're just, I still can't believe you're just now buying your own laptop.
Well, yeah, I mean, why the hell would I buy a laptop if my job gave me one?
No, you're right. It makes sense. It's just like, I can't believe this dude who works at computers doesn't have his own laptop. Like, that's just like,
yeah. I don't need, to be honest, I don't know if I'm getting a new one for my job or not. I have no idea. I sent an email today being like, I have a laptop. It's a really nice one. You know, I got myself some really nice shit on it. So
I would think they would, but I mean, in today,
well, it depends because
you never know, bro.
Yeah, it depends. Some places don't, some places do, you know?
Yeah. I just realized I can actually post the previous episode we recorded together, which is nice.
Yeah, man.
Like, finally, I can post this damn thing.
God, I think why.
Okay, so how's the tour going?
It's going good, man. It's not bad at all. I mean, shows have been good. We've been doing good in merch. Our show tomorrow got canceled. I don't know why, but they'll tell us, I'm sure. That kind of works out because we got to get a couple of things done on the van just as maintenance. So, and the wives and girls came to see us, so it's nice to spend some time with them.
Yeah, that's just adorable. They all came out in force. It's like, hey, we're gonna come see our men before they head out on the tour.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Well, not head on the tour, head out like after Fort Wayne. Where's the next place you guys are going?
Well, we were supposed to be in St. Louis tomorrow, but we're heading to Alabama because that's the next show.
Alabama.
So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's been a little fucked up. The booking agent for this did not do a good job at all. He's been MIA. All the promoters never heard from him, so the tour is a little wonky right now. Yeah.
Wait, so when you show up at the venues, do they know to expect you for a show?
Some had no idea that the show was happening still until 2 days before the show. I just booked the show for the tour next week because we had another show canceled. So I got on the horn and I just booked. I've done a better job on one show than the fucking booking agent has done the whole fucking tour.
And see, that's one thing people don't understand. People who listen to this, you have to understand, one of the hardest things about being in a band is booking, because A, you have to have the contacts, and B, you have to have the contacts for the right rooms, and C, they have to still be in business.
Yep. It's been ridiculous, man. It really has. It's been a challenge in some aspects, but the bands are really cool. We get along with King A10 really great. Our styles mesh really well. Combi Christ, super nice guys. We're cool with them. You know, so it's fucking rad, you know.
Okay. Well, that's helpful. Getting along with them makes a whole lot of other stuff a lot less of a pain in the ass to deal with.
Yeah.
But agree, still the fact that you have to deal with it, it's like, come on now.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's really stupid, but it is what it is.
All right. Well, I am proud of you for champing it out. And
Well, thank you, buddy.
you're welcome, buddy. 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 So weird
Buddy.
calling something buddy. It's like, what is this? 1973? Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's a lot to talk about. The R. Kelly verdict dropped. MGK got booed
I
again.
saw that.
Yeah. Dana White has some issues with Jon Jones, and he has some advice for fighters that want to be paid. And Jeremy Spencer is up to something that I do not understand at all. I even talked to somebody about it in the business who worked with him, and I'll talk about that. And I actually made a Haymaker hashtag today, so we'll get into all that. But just real quick, Alfonso, do you have any social media scraps?
No, man, I honestly haven't even like had time, dude. It's been sort of like a blur. So I really haven't had time to like do much of anything besides like, dude, I've been sleeping in the back of the trailer in a cot. So it's comfortable as shit. The only thing that sucks is freezing in the middle of the night.
Oh man, I can't even begin to imagine. Like, it's gonna be weird. Like, what are you gonna do? And like, as you get towards the end of the tour, like, are you guys primarily in the South, or are you guys gonna be in the Midwest too?
We're going everywhere, man. So we're going tomorrow, Alabama, and then after that, it's gonna be Florida for a few days. And then we'll be doing like out like Texas and then Oklahoma out west. It's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be crazy.
How long's the drive from Fort Wayne to Alabama?
8 hours. It's not too bad. It's better than the drive from freaking West Palm Beach to fucking Fort Worth.
Wait,
20
West
hours.
Palm Beach, California.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
20 hours.
Did you do that entire drive?
No, fuck no. No, we have somebody driving.
Okay. Oh, you guys have somebody driving for you on this tour, right? Well,
Yeah.
back then.
Yep.
So you have someone driving for you on this tour, so you don't have to drive as much?
Yeah, so I'll help drive, but they do a good portion of the driving so I can actually sleep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for you. I was worried about like for bands being on tour, like unless you're really like one of the more massive bands, like it's a real risk to your health in a lot of ways. A lot of physical duress on your body, reduced immuno function. Like, people don't understand like a lot of that stuff. It's like, plus your nutrition's not peak for a lot of bands, so you're not feeding your body with all the things it needs to fight off infections, which is why a lot of bands get sick a lot in the days of COVID. Well, that's really gonna screw you up. So how do you mitigate all these types of issues while on the road, Alfonso?
I mean, you just sort of go with the flow, man. I mean, you don't obviously you don't like throw yourself in harm's way by any means. I mean, there was a night where I was really tired and we wanted to be in Columbus at a certain time, but I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna sleep. And we just pulled over to a gas station and you sleep, we take showers every night at Planet Fitness and stuff. We've been fortunate. We've had a couple friends get us some hotel rooms. We got some hotel rooms tonight because the wives and girls came over down to see us. And we don't like, we're not like out there like actively like trying to get sick. We're just chilling, kind of like just going through the process and just getting through the run. This run's a little bit different because it's been a while since we've done a month of a tour, but also the booking agent of this tour hasn't really done a great job, and all the bands are very aware that he has not. and we all want to beat him up pretty bad. So
That's why I ain't picking up his phone. But he still get like, how does getting paid for the show work? Like, does
I doubt that guy's getting any money. I'm pretty sure the headliner's like, fuck you,
Okay. Yeah, a lot of last I heard, for like some of the more bigger booking agents, the money filters through them. Like they get paid, and then they pay the band after they get their share. So I don't know how you manage that when like when this guy booked you guys a tour, you guys print up the flyers, and promoters 2 days out are like, huh?
Yeah. I mean, we didn't have anything to do with that. I mean, we paid to be on this tour. We're not getting paid for any of these shows.
Yeah, but it's like a serious waste of your time to be out on dates that you can't make money from merch from,
Yes, 100% true.
Man, so okay, we'll talk about more stuff down the road as far as like being on the road and what it does to you. But let's get into our first issue. R. Kelly has been found guilty literally 3 hours ago on September 27th. R. Kelly was found guilty of racketeering and sex trafficking. And I was reading this stuff. There's like 14 alleged underlying acts were associated with the racketeering charge, and the jury found that the government had proved 12 of them, which involved 5 victims. They even went back to Aaliyah, as well as a woman named Stephanie, Jerhonda Pace, Jane, and Faith. 2 acts associated with an alleged victim named Sonia were not proved because most victims went by their first names or pseudonyms, just FYI. I'm reading from NPR.org, by the way. And the government needed proof of only 2 of the racketeering acts for guilty charge. So the fact that they had to get 2 out of the 14 and they got 12 means they had a whole lot of evidence and believable testimony. And so this fool R. Kelly is definitely going to go to jail now, which he absolutely cannot avoid.
Fuck that guy.
Man, for real.
That guy sucks.
Yeah, I heard about it and I was like, I can't believe it took us this long to get this guy in a position where he can no longer offend. Like, but that's what money does. Like, the only thing that got R. Kelly made to be guilty was R. Kelly, because he literally had free reign to do whatever he wanted. I remember he did a show in Ethiopia, right? And when he was in Ethiopia, he's singing like, did you do this? Did you get your shots? If so, like, come with me to America to live with me and stuff and pursue your dreams. I was like, at no point do I remember him saying, are you like 18? I think he did say, are you 18 at least? Like, and he's singing this in a song. I was like, oh my God.
That guy is a total scumbag and deserved to be in jail a long time ago. And I think my favorite part about this whole R. Kelly thing, of him trying to prove he's innocent, is that the more he talks, the more you're like, oh, he's super guilty.
Yes, yes.
Like, whoever his lawyer is that let him do that interview for Good Morning America, or whatever the fuck it was, like, if you didn't think he was guilty before, you were like, oh, that guy's guilty. Like that.
Yeah, that dude was touching kids. That's
absolutely. so guilty. You know what I'm saying? It's like, there's like, you just know, because like the amount of denying that he has to do and like the gymnastics in his head, we're just so many that you're like, yeah, no, he's guilty.
Come here. My girl just got home, so I want me a little sugar. Come here, girl. Thank you, baby. But yeah, no, when I heard it announced, I was like, I never want to see a Black man being put in jail. That always makes me feel a little wonky, especially knowing how the justice system works, like present tense. But seeing what happened to R. Kelly, I was like, like, I felt very good. And it was like,
yeah, fuck that guy, man. That guy deserves to rot in jail for the rest of his natural life.
Well, they're saying he could be sentenced to anywhere between 10 years and the rest of his life. And here's the problem. For a guy like him with all these charges, Um, he could get it on the lower end simply because technically he has no priors. And that's the frightening thing. But like the judge determines sentencing by sentencing guidelines determined by like court cases over years and the penal system from from state to state. And in his case, the judge could look at him and be like, dude, you've been a systemic offender for like decades. To jail with you for the rest of your natural born life. So we don't know what's going to. You gotta say something? Go ahead, baby. Right now? Okay, cool. Our plumbers, yeah, it's fine. Plumber's coming over.
Who is a dashing young apprentice?
Yes, I remember. Yes, he's wonderful. He's a dashing wouldn't be my word, because I don't look at a man and go like, is he dashing? It's not in my personal questionnaire, but all good. But yeah, so apparently we're going to have a plumber here while I'm trying to record the podcast. So we'll see how this goes.
Have you started yet?
Yeah, we're recording right now.
Do you want me to tell him an hour?
No, it's all good. Just do your thing. Thank you. So anyway, yeah, R. Kelly's out. He's out the paint. Good. We'll find out soon how long. Speaking of other dumb Kellys. What the hell is that? What are you doing, Alfonso, right now? We're not cleared with ASCAP, BMI, or SAG or any of them to use music, you goof. Like
this isn't me. This is the venue. We can't get blamed for this. I'm outside at the venue. This isn't us.
Oh, okay. Fuck it then. Yeah, it's not. Yeah. But yeah, speaking of dumb Kellys, Machine Gun Kelly got booed at Louder Than Life, talking more shit about Slipknot. And what do you say? Whatever. He's out there picking fights with Slipknot again. I don't understand what's up with this dude and like going after like the people that are literally at the pinnacle of something. Like we've discussed this before, him fighting with fucking Eminem, and now he's out here fighting Slipknot. Like, how does that even benefit him? Like, how?
I mean, he's making headlines in rock news every day.
I mean,
you know.
Yeah, but like the predominant people in rock favor Slipknot than MGK. Like, I mean, do you think it'll honestly sell tickets for him? Like, really? You think that'll happen? Because, I mean, there's got to be some benefit besides having your name in the rock rags.
No, I mean, it's like they're still talking about him, you know? They're still talking about him. So it's one of those things like he's been making those headlines this whole time, you know?
So what we're dealing with is a guy who's perfectly cool with being infamous just to get the headlines. Like, we've talked about how this can benefit your career before, but are we really going to extrapolate that to cover MGK? Really?
I mean,
he don't even make music for rock crowds. Like, what does any attention from rock, how does that affect him? Like, rock ain't playing his records. Like, he had a #1 at alternative, and that My Bloody Valentine, and then that stuff did pretty well at pop as well. But like, all the pub he's getting from the rock side of this don't go anywhere near his alternative or pop credit. So why on earth would he do it? Like, it feels like punching down, except the thing you're punching down is a wallaby. And the wallaby can't tell nobody that matters like what you did to gain you any infamy or fame.
Yeah, But still, it's like, I mean, look at all the publicity he's getting metal right now. You know? So is it really that bad?
I mean, it's annoying to me. It's personally annoying. Like, I guess it's good for rock, but personally, it's like, would you just shut the hell up, dude?
Black woman speaking, calling a black girl behind them.
What you say, Span? I'm sorry.
No, I just heard Rachel say something about a black girl. What the hell?
Yeah, no, I was talking about an interview with MGK. There was a lady, the lady interviewing him was speaking and she was black, and there was a girl behind them who was also black and said something mean to MGK, and he was throwing out the N-word at her and calling her like disgusting and stuff. I was trying to find the interview.
If MGK is dropping the N-word, like that would be an immediate like news across all
I saw it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to come up with some data on that. I need some backup. Like I can't we can't just go to like IHateMGK.blog. Be like, yeah, he was saying the N-word to some black chicks in an interview. Like I'm gonna need some New York Times. I'm gonna need some Rolling Stone on this. Maybe Vanity Fair, just to kick in some really popular headlines. Like, okay, we're gonna move on from this. But Rachel, if you come across,
I'm gonna look it up.
if you find anything, I can't wait. Okay. Since we're talking about dumb people, our boy Dana White, I hate to ever say Dana White is right. That phrase did not feel good coming out of my mouth. But he was talking about Jon Jones' arrest. And he's like, Jones has a lot of demons. And I got this from MMAnews.com. Dana White says, it's hard to bring this guy to Las Vegas for any reason. The city is not good for Jon Jones. Here we are again. It's like, it's not even shocking anymore. When we bring him here, it's almost expected. You can't even get him into Las Vegas for less than 12 hours to induct him into the Hall of Fame.
I found it.
It's the problem. This guy has a lot of demons, man. A lot of demons.
Yeah, dude. So what the hell happened?
He got arrested for aggravated assault and domestic battery and stuff like that.
But against who? Has any more come up of the news? Like,
well, if it's domestic, it's either wife or girlfriend. Because otherwise, it's just assault and battery on some chick he doesn't know. Domestic has an instigation, has an inference of this being a person that he knows previously. And I don't know if he's still married. I think he might be divorced by now. Whatever. Like whoever brought him up on charges was someone that was with him in Vegas. That could be wife, that could be girlfriend. Either way, like he needs to show up at a Las Vegas court Saturday at 1:30. Well, this past Saturday at 1:30 for his arraignment or whatever. So it just he was out there for them to induct his fight with his first one with Gustafson into the Hall of Fame. And they say first one, but I don't remember him having a second one.
gotcha.
Did they have a second
I mean,
fight?
I think the guy like Jon Jones.
Jon Jones and Gustafson. Like, I don't remember them having a second fight. Like, I'm looking at Wikipedia.
I'm not sure.
And I'm seeing like Jones everywhere. Oh, they did have a second fight. Oh, that's the one where Jones. Okay, my bad. The second fight happened in 2018. Totally forgot this. And he finished at Alexander Gustafsson in the third round. So they did have a second fight.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but the first fight was it was amazing. It was like the first time Jon Jones, and they had that fight. That fight was inducted into the Hall of Fame. You know, Jon Jones was in spirits. Then he's leaving the thing. He gets arrested for aggravated. It's like, dude, like you can't finish a fight because you piss hot. Like you might piss hot before the fight. So either way, the fight's gonna be judged in no contest. And then there's the whole idea of like you running afoul of the law in a variety of situations. It's just,
Yeah.
it's like, how does that look? I will never justify anything Dana White says in any other situation except for this. How can you hire an employee, or not hire, but bring in an independent contractor for a fight you want to market for a lot of money, who can't do what he needs to do to stay clear and fight that fight, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you can't promise him $10 million for a fight he may be able to be there for a fight he may piss clean for. It's just ridiculous. And he's failing on a whole bunch of levels. And it's like, God, what the hell are you doing?
I agree. It's sad to see that guy like be someone that people love so much, but it's like he can't get a fight in because he can't stop being a fucking idiot, you know?
Yes. Yes, and for what? Like, he managed to keep his nose clean for like years, beating the entirety of the light heavyweight divisions in UFC.
Yep.
Like, he's literally the pound for pound best fighter in the history of UFC, and probably now he is the best light heavyweight fighter that ever existed in mixed martial arts. Period. Full stop. Ain't nobody yet proved they can beat him. Not even the dude who always beat. Dude, what is going on over there? It sounds like you're in the middle of a rave.
I'm outside in the foyer, man. I'm just chilling. Why? What's going on?
Now I'm hearing all these voices behind you. Like
I'll probably go inside then. Yeah, it's because people came out here, so I'll probably go inside right now with the wife. Probably go to where the band. I guess there's a green room for us, which I had no idea.
Oh,
so I'll just.
And I sent him the video, by the way.
I sent you the video, by the way, of MGK.
Is the video on like? Okay.
It's an interview where he says how black women give better head, and he offends somebody in the crowd, and then he starts calling her names because she got offended.
Okay.
Where am I going?
I'm watching the video. Okay. Okay, I'm watching the video.
All right, you're watching this video.
Chocolate milk. You know, I'm chocolate. You know, I'll tell you like this. My child's
okay. He has a black child. I did not know this.
He has a kid.
He says it's black, but it's mixed. Not that that's not
okay.
black, but I ain't taking that from a white dude.
No, yeah.
What you have it? That's what I said. Be careful of the wires.
Oh.
But you'll be coming up and down the different ones over here.
Oh my God. This dude.
Told you.
And right. We can pick any one of these. 3 hours.
Oh. Okay.
There's a room right there.
That's kind of aggressive.
Oh, where?
Okay. He didn't drop the N-word. He didn't drop the N-word, but he was he was a little bit familiar. Let me put it like that. Like, he's one of them dudes who thinks like because he has had sex with black women as a white man, and the proof is that he has a child, Like I'm literally like talking to you.
Big. Okay, so I found a different place.
Dude, van life would drive me crazy if only for the lack of solitude.
There's tons of places to chill. It's just you gotta like pick your spots. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, anyway, I watched the video, and in the video, he didn't drop any N-bombs, but he did say black women have to give the best head. And I was just like, bro, you didn't like you didn't have to, like, you really didn't. Like, I mean, I guess this is all part of his bad boy, whatever the hell image, but like, nah.
That's the worst thing.
Oh well. Machine Gun Kelly can go fuck himself. Speaking of people who can go fuck himself, let's go back to Dana White. Moving on from Jon Jones, I want to focus on the fact Dana White, and I'm looking at MMA News. MMAnews.com is where I went for the previous article, and I'm talking about how Dana White, he's addressing all these fighters that have problems with the pay that they receive.
Yeah.
And Jon Jones on Twitter said, everyone knows fighters don't get anything close to they actually bring in when they fight. I really don't see what the big deal is paying your main event for one of the biggest possible fights ever. It's not like I'll be asking for my actual fair share. Which, okay, John. Okay, Sean. Jake Paul got in it too. And Dana White basically said that if fighters want to make more money, the easy answer is to do more fights.
Not even knowing where I am or where I'm going.
So never mind the fact that he's already underpaying them. He's just like, if you want to make more money, just fight more. That'll make it easy for you. And it's like, Dana, like,
Such a piece of shit.
We've already destroyed that argument. Like, that's already done. Like,
Got some good.
That dude is such a piece of garbage, bro. Such a piece of garbage.
yes, he is. Yes,
Like the biggest piece of garbage.
dude, like everywhere you go, like there's always somebody else around.
Welcome to being on tour.
I hate it so much. Like never mind the voice in the background driving me crazy. But like this. Oh my god. This is so obnoxious.
Like on tour, man.
Like everywhere you go, there's some other dude just like, what's going on here? Let me play around. It's like, come on, guys. Like, he's obviously doing some shit. At least no one's whipped their dick out, which I hear is not at all uncommon with band guys on live.
No, not here. That is not an us thing.
I mean, there's a lot of things that are not a you band thing, but I mean, another guy in another band think it's hilarious to whip his tallywhacker out, but Lord have mercy.
He'll get punched in it if he does.
Okay, well, good, because I've heard and seen too many antics with bands, and y'all just, Lord have mercy. But anyway, oh shit. Let's see. We got to Dana White. Okay. I'm trying to think here. Let's see. I'm trying to see. I'm all distracted now. Anyway, Dana's trying to get fighters to fight more in order to get paid, which is white nonsense. And it only makes him look more ridiculous as more people come out and say, yo, Dana, pay us more. And Dana's like, duh, just fight more. It'll be fine. So, whatever.
He's such
Fuck
a greedy
Dana.
piece of shit.
Yeah.
He is the worst, greediest piece of shit.
Really is. All right. So we got one more story before we get to our Haymaker hashtag. Jeremy Spencer. Does that name sound familiar? Why are you raising your eyebrows? What are you doing that for? Are you familiar with Jeremy Spencer? Alfonso, what are you doing right now? Why are you doing the eyebrow thing? I'm asking you who Jeremy Spencer is. Why are you
I
doing
know
your
who Jeremy Spencer is. He's the old drummer from Five Finger Death Punch, and he's in that band with that devil something. I don't know, whatever.
Well, apparently he's rebooting the band again.
Again? Like, it's failed 2 times. Might as well fail the third, I guess.
Well, a band only fails when they disband it. But apparently he's going to change the name. So he's turning it into Psycho Center. That's going to be the new name of the band. And he's going to have a heavier musical profile. And he's changing the name of his character from Devil Daddy to Grim Sinner.
How about not and just make a good record and song with no gimmick? I mean, we can just try that.
I mean, it did wonders for Kiss. Why would he not follow in some type of similar mindset?
Kiss.
Yeah, but Kiss sucked when they first came out. Didn't nobody like them? They had to earn a fan base, I'm sure.
True. Kiss
Anyway.
has 3 popular.
Go ahead.
Kiss has 3 popular songs. That's it.
Yeah, and they've turned
Go
it
ahead,
into
name me a Kiss
forever.
song. Name me a Kiss song that isn't Detroit Rock City, I Want to Rock and Roll, or the other one.
Rock and roll all night.
Well, go ahead.
No,
Oh, wait.
no, I'm not. I'm going to lose because the one I just named is the only one I've known. I was born and raised in Detroit. You had to remind me to have a song called Detroit Rock City. My girl says they have another song, Burn Bitch Burn. Apparently that's a good one. I don't know. I don't care about Kiss.
Man, run.
What do you mean run?
That's the one song she can name.
I could no man. That's okay. That's one of the songs that's outside of the 3 you named. They're like literally the only ones anybody ever knows. So I'm more impressed. Like her, if we had to name 4 songs for like Rock Trivial Pursuit, and my girl was my partner, we win in that piece of pie.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you think so?
Well, because I could name the one, and she would name the other 3, and we would win that piece of pie.
So what you're
Oh.
saying is you're confirming what I thought. She wears the pants in the relationships, and you make sure that you do as you're told.
Okay, now you're just playing dirt.
You gonna answer that, Span?
Ain't no answer to give it. A response is given. And my response is 2 fingers long. How about that? So yeah, my girl just, yeah, they have a song called Burn Bitch Burn, which, okay. She says it's awesome. That's great, honey. Thank you.
That's great.
You can be a country girl. I don't give a fuck about Kiss. Didn't I make that clear? I think I'm gonna try and figure out how to get her some Kiss tickets in the future, but send her off with one of her girlfriends.
Gotcha.
Okay, I'm gonna focus on my show now. Okay. She's like, stop talking to me. Then I'll just stop talking. And it's like, oh my God.
We're never gonna win.
Anyway, Jeremy Spencer is becoming Psycho Sinner. He's turning himself into Grim Sinner. And apparently he believes he has 9 songs worth of music. I'm like, bro, you couldn't get anybody to like 1 song. How you gonna get them to like 9 albums?
Yeah, like he couldn't get one song to have a proper launch off? What makes you think 9 are?
Well, we'll
It's one of
see.
these situations. It's one of these situations where it's like, the reason why I say what I say, it's because it's like both times that he's tried to revive that gimmick, it hasn't worked. So clearly people just aren't into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's fine. Like, they don't have to be, but it's just one of those things where it's like, come on, man. Like, what are you going to do? You know?
Well, apparently he's gonna keep at it because
Clearly.
he has played big venues for the majority of his music career. It's hard to give that up, and I think he's finding out the hard way how hard it is to get back there.
Yeah, because his band isn't very good. You know, it's the music just isn't good. That's the difference, man. You know, if the guy was making at least like mediocre music, his Five Finger Death Punch fame would take him somewhere. But it's not even that good, dude. It's just not good. It's not even mediocre, dude. You know, and I'm not saying that to be a dick. It's the truth.
I mean, you say that knowing I work in rock radio, where my job is literally playing a whole bunch of not good rock all the time, right?
Yeah, but here's the thing. Even though it's not good, it's passable. You know, and it's catered to the majority. You know, so it's like whatever. But this is just not. It's just not good. I'm sorry. It's just not. And none of the shit that is released has been good. It's just, it doesn't resonate with people, and that's not like a diss on him. It's just, it's the truth.
Yeah. Well, good luck to him. It's about all the time I'm gonna give him on this shit, because I want to go right to our Haymaker hashtag, which is promises made, promises kept. Now, how the hell does that happen? Well, I was at MMAnews.com and I saw the headline, Tyron Woodley displays his new I Love Jake Paul tattoo.
Yeah, I saw that. He got it on his finger.
His middle finger, the inside too. Like the ink on the inside of your hand is like almost virtually guaranteed to go away in a few months, right?
Yep.
So if you're
Yeah,
going to
it'll go away.
yeah. That was a brilliant stroke on his part. If you're gonna get it somewhere, to keep your word. Get it somewhere, it's gonna be gone.
Yep.
But yeah, they had apparently, according to MMAnews.com, a handshake deal that whoever lost the fight would get an I love and the name of the opponent tattoo somewhere on their body. They never described where it would have to be. So Tyron got it on his middle finger. And like Alfonso said, it'll be gone soon. So
yeah, it'll fade eventually.
Yeah, I just thought it was good of him to get it. I mean, don't nobody want to get a name of somebody else on their body unless it's like a romantic partner. So,
nah, no way. Not even then, dude. Not even then.
Wait, you
Not
wouldn't get
even
Rachel's name tattooed on your body?
Do I look like a fucking idiot to you?
Well, what if she wants to tattoo your name on her body?
I tell her no.
Why?
It's dumb. Because that's like that. You're only dooming yourself for it not to work, right? Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't ever do that.
Wait, are you saying getting the tattoo of a mate on your body guarantees the end of your relationship?
No, but but usually when people do that, that ends up happening. So it's like it's a weird coincidence, right?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a situation where two people had their relationships, their other person's relationship's name on their body, and like the relationship went the distance. You know,
Yep.
like that don't happen. But whatever. So yeah, good on Tyron Woodley for following through, and good on you for following through in this podcast, even though it's a noisy motherfucker over there, man. God damn.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
No, it's not your fault. I know you're trying. That's what's so funny to me. Like people don't understand the little things on tour that you just don't get because you're on tour. Like they think you get all this attention and people cheer for your songs and this, and they don't understand all the pure hard sacrifice. And one of those sacrifices is any measure of solitude because everybody named mama up underneath you, especially with the wives and girlfriends in town now, because now everybody's extra running around because they got family there and stuff, and it's crazy. So, so good for you for pulling this off. We will try this again later this week. I will get at you on text to see which days will work. Okay.
Okay, let me know. I'll be
All
around.
right. And hopefully we can get you some silence in order to pull this shit off. Lord have
We'll
mercy.
try, man. We'll try.
All right. I will talk to you later on another episode of Beats and Beatdowns soon. Take us out, dude. Not with the
Oh,
dance.
look. Set times. Yeah, look at that. Cool, I got it.
Take us out with your catchphrase, fool. That's how these shows end, remember?
You got a big ass head, man.
Fuck you, Alfonso.
With that being said, 305 till I die.
And still fuck you, Alfonso.